It's March 4th, 2013, and I want to do a quick update video on our hoop house. I tried to do one this morning, but I videoed it on my phone, and then when I got to the office to upload it, when I put the memory card into the laptop, it erased all the pictures and videos. So I'm going to start over. Usually do these in the morning, but I'm going to do it this afternoon. The tomatoes are looking good. These are putting on some blooms down here. I'm really tempted just to pull this one up and get rid of it because it wasn't doing anything, but then it started putting on these blooms, and this camera quality isn't too good. This is a little Canon digital camera we have just on the video setting, and the lighting's weird because of the plastic. But carrots are coming up. Never got a chance to thin them, but they're looking good. You can see right here they're starting to make. The onions, we mainly just chop the tops off and use them, you know, the tops for flavoring. That I think it was just too cool out here in the greenhouse for them to do good. These are organic beefsteak tomatoes, and I came out this morning and the whole I kind of neglected it for a while, but the whole bed was full of just tomato everywhere, this side and on the other side. And so I trimmed back some that didn't have tomatoes or blooms on it, and then I took some old t-shirts that I had, you can see up here, and I tied up the vines to the main beam. I'm glad I did this because I always buy just the cheap whatever they have at Walmart tomato cages, and this is as tall as they are. So I'm gonna have to make something in the garden for these type tomato plants, because we have, I think, 12 of these plants started. Anyway, the tomatoes are coming on. They're getting great, great and big. You can see down here this one's starting to ripen back there, and these are the organic beefsteak tomatoes. We almost lost the greenhouse. It was January 29th when we came home, and the high winds had blown the front wall was at a 45-degree angle. This post was leaning over, and I thought we'd lost everything. We did lose all the seeds we had planted because they were in a shelf by the front wall and got knocked over. Spinach, we've been eating a lot of the spinach out of here. There's a couple of cabbages back here. Don't know if they're going to do well. Did learn that we need to, through our little trial and error thing here, that we're going to have to do either a bigger bed or just limit what we put into it, because we packed everything in here, and the tomatoes are just absolutely taking over. Here's another of those beefsteak tomato plants down in here. This is a cherry tomato, and it is just putting a lot of growth in the last month. I actually ate a cherry tomato earlier this week, the first one that we got. There'll be more ready later this week, but it's pretty good. I don't know what this yellowing is about here. I just seeing that. I'll have to check that out, or if you know, just comment and let me know. But on the other side over here, the tomato plants had gotten so large, and around the wheelbarrow, they'd covered up the bell pepper plants down here, and we had some problem with ants, and I just sprinkled some diatomaceous earth down, and they're gone. I guess they don't like it or chased them off, whatever, but the diatomaceous earth worked. These ribbons were not too festive around here, but we had to use these to tie the tomato cages back up after the storm. The high winds blew it over. Lost the plastic, had to replace that. Bell peppers, they're looking good. The Brussels sprouts, first time we've ever grown any Brussels sprouts, and kind of limited on lighting now, but let's get this light up here. And you can see that they're really coming on good there, and the plants are sturdy and healthy. Really proud of the Brussels sprouts. I think it's this one here that you can see them all there in the stem. So really proud of that. we had to pretty much rebuild the greenhouse. The high winds came. It was January 29th. We got home, and the plastic was off of it. All the PVC was broken. I did cut corners when I put the thing together the first time. It's better just to go ahead and spend a few extra dollars and get the right stuff. I got the thin wall PVC the first time and just toe-nailed the main beam up there. It wasn't too sturdy, and I just drilled a hole in the PVC pipe on connections like this, and that weakened it significantly. So here you can see I've got the conduit clamps on there. Just, you know, a few extra bucks that I skimped on the first time. Put a couple of hurricane ties, one right there, and then there's one down on the other end on the other side, and went ahead and got, you know, a 20-foot wide roll of plastic. It was 100 feet long, and it was a little bit more expensive, but I don't have that canopy top cover thing on it now to cover up the seam for the two 10-foot wide pieces. But this is the greenhouse, and that's pretty much it. It's a lot more sturdy than it was when I first did it. We've got some stuff started. Here we've got just everything, tomatoes, and there's some spinach down there, kale, onions are coming up there. Got a tomato, and that's just an okra plant that came out of nowhere, and all of our other stuff that we started. But that's it. This is our update, and if you have any questions, just shoot away, or suggestions, and thanks for watching.